Hello children, Mrs Shepherd here and it's time for a story. Now today's story is Lost and Found by Oliver Jeffers. It's about a boy and a penguin. Once there was a boy, and one day he found a penguin at his door. There's the penguin, look, arriving at his door. The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought it must be lost. There he is. It's a very sad-faced penguin. So the boy decided to help the penguin find its way home. He checked in the Lost and Found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds if they knew where the penguin came from, but they ignored him. Some birds are like that. There they go. The boy asked his duck, but the duck floated away. He didn't know. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he didn't know how. The next morning, he discovered that penguins come from the South Pole. But how could he get there? He ran down to the harbour and asked a big ship to take him to the South Pole. But his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. It's a big ship, isn't it? Great big ship. So together, he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. The boy took his rowboat out of the cupboard and they tested it for size and strength. They packed everything they would need. And together they pushed the rowboat out to sea. It's a nice boat, but it's a long way to the South Pole. They rowed south for many days. Here they are, look, on the big waves. And nights with the boy telling stories all the way. The penguin listened to everything that the boy said. It's a beautiful night sky, isn't it? They floated through good weather and bad, when the waves were as big as mountains. It's a massive wave, isn't it? Until they came to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly, it looked sad again as the boy helped it out of the boat. Getting out of the boat now they've arrived at the South Pole. Here it says, "Welcome to the South Pole," on a big sign. The boy said, "Goodbye," and floated away. But as he looked back, the penguin looked sadder than ever. Oh dear. Poor penguin. It felt strange to be on his own And the more he thought, the more he realised he was making a big mistake. The penguin wasn't lost. He was just lonely. Oh. Quickly, he turned the boat around and headed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. There he is, look, rowing back. But who's this? At last, he reached the pole again. But where was the penguin? The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Well, he's looking for him. He's shouting him. He's using a telescope to see if he can find him. But where is he? Sadly, the boy set off for home. There was no point in telling stories because there was no one there to listen, except the wind and the waves. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see... I wonder what? The penguin! Look, he's made his own boat out of an umbrella and an oar. Wow. And there they are, best friends. It's good to have a best friend, isn't it? And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of wonderful things all the way. And you see them both in the boat. And you see the umbrella. And who else is travelling along with them? What are the other creatures in the sea? Ah, interesting. And that's the end of our story for today. I hope you've enjoyed the story, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.